Top 10 soccer forwards in the world. Now, before we even get into the top 10, we got to look at our honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention is going to be Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema is, as of right now, contracted until June 30th, 2021 with Real Madrid. There's also the speculation that, we don't know if he's going to, continuously play soccer with Real Madrid, just based on the rumors, but I think he'll be just fine. Overall, unfortunately, he is rumored and has scandals of underage sex with minors in a brothel, as well as blackmailing trying to blackmail his French national actually teammate, Matuidi. Blaise Matuidi, he didn't play in the World Cup, so that was a pretty big blow to his career, I would say. I mean, he could have had that in his resume, World Cup winner, and especially at the age of 30, you're not going to get many of those opportunities, especially, like I said, when you are 30 years old, to win a World Cup. He is from Lyon, France. It's his place of birth. He is 6'1", so, pretty good size for a forward, for a striker. Played for, like I said, Real Madrid, and he's also played for Lyon early in his career. So overall, I mean, what Karim Benzema has done in his career, first of all, let's just take a look at his stats from the past year. He was able to play around, how many games? Like 45? No, 42. He started 42 games. He subbed in 9 games and had 12 goals, 11 assists. Just a player that came out to play, and as you can see, super good at. He's one of those forwards that is mostly let me try to get someone open more than actually let me score it. He's not a scoring machine by any chance. He definitely has slowed down, so what he did with his game was just progressive that way. Benzema overall, quality player. Not many individual awards that he's won. He's just been a quality striker for many years, and it shows. And being able to at least play in the Champions League and do those kind of things, be a pretty good player in that regard. Not bad for the Frenchie, the French mate over there. Now, all these videos that I do post, they are not mine, so I will give you the link of where I found all these videos, and give a shout out to the true artist of the highlight game. But I am just letting you know who's relevant, who's fantastic, and I think Benzema is still one of the really good forwards in the world. Alright, so the next honorable mention is Ciro Immobile. Ciro Immobile plays for Lazio in the Serie A league in Italy. He is actually Italian nationality-wise. He was born in Torre Annunziata. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I do not speak Italian. I speak just Spanish, Portuguese, and English, so my bad. But Ciro Immobile, as of right now, is he's signed. He signed up to 2022, and he is worth 50 million euro as of right now. So overall, fantastic. In his entire career, I mean, he just led the Serie A, which is the Italian league. He's the top scorer in that. He had 29 goals there, so just incredible overall. He was also a UEFA Europa League top scorer as well this past year with 8 goals in the Europa League, and he was also part of the squad of the season of this year as well. So some big traits about him. Now, stat-wise, this past year, he played 42 games and he subbed in 4 games. He had 39 goals and 9 assists. So what you know most about him is that he is always in the attack. He's a 6'1" forward. He's just like Benzema. The only thing that's different between Benzema and Immobile is well, you just see how Immobile just attacks, right? And Benzema's more of the, I'm gonna play back. I'm gonna, I'm gonna slow down a bit. I'm gonna try to find my teammates. Immobile, he's a striker, man. He's a forward. He's going to be there and he's going to compete. So I really do believe, Immobile is one of the best forwards in the game. He's very overlooked, for sure, in a tons of ways. He's definitely overlooked. He's because the Italian league is not normally, hasn't been for a while like the top league, right? But they have some great players out there. So yeah, I believe in Immobile, and I think he's definitely one of the best forwards in the world for sure. Just not top 10. Now our third honorable mention goes to Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko plays for AC Roma, or AS Roma, sorry, and the Italian league. So another really fantastic player that plays in the Italian league. Again, very underrated players, but really good forwards in the world, let me tell you. Now Dzeko, he has signed his contract until June 30th, 2020. And he's been there for a few years now. He is Bosnian. He does play for the Bosnian national team. But where he was born was a place called Sarajevo, and that is Yugoslavia. But where he's at, he's in the area of specifically Bosnia and Herzegovina is what there's called right now. So overall, just great stuff, right? Now, for Edin Dzeko, he is 32 years old, and I think the biggest thing is that he is 6'4". I mean, he is a very big forward. He's probably one of the biggest forwards that I'm going to be talking about in this list. Just a huge forward, and for his size, he's able to create so much scoring ability and just his skill alone. As you see in the video, like his skill alone, he is a scoring machine. You want him to have the ball in his possession. Now, this past year, played 50 games. He got subbed in 4 times, scored 27 goals and 7 assists. Now, on top of that, the awards he has won. First of all, is the all-time top scorer for a club in Germany called Wolfsburg. He's also the all-time top scorer in the Bosnian national team. So, just letting you know. On top of that, he's also won the Roma Player of the 2017-2018 season by the supporters. He was man of the match in the 2014 FIFA World Cup game. In 2014, he was the Premier League Player of the Month at one point. He was part of the UEFA Champions League squad of the season. He was part of the Bundesliga Player of the Year in the German league. And he's also been the Bosnian Footballer of the Year 4 times. So overall, he has a lot of recognition in his country, and especially in the club that he plays for right now, the club that he used to play for in Wolfsburg in Germany, and just overall, just a fantastic player, and agile, and he's a scoring machine. He knows where he's at, and just overall phenomenal talent. Alright, now this is our last, but not least, honorable mention, and it was very hard for me not to put him in the top 10. It's just, he's only 19 years old, and he killed the World Cup scene. He killed everything about this year. Like, he is very much well known now for what he has done. He's fast. His dribbling is insane. He's a goal scorer. He's always on the approach. He's by far he doesn't look like he's 19 playing the forward spot. He looks like he's just a veteran at this. He's been doing this for years, of course, probably, right? But he's so mature for his playing ability, and just it's incredible, the future over there in France and what they have right now. But Mbappe is compared to the next Messi, the next Ronaldo. Honestly, he's right there. He is the face of that, and that could trigger some people, especially if you're a very big Neymar fan, and even if you're Neymar, I feel like I'd be kind of I kind of want to put in my batteries right now and try to show why I'm a really good player, because Mbappe is killing it right now. Really in the world stream of everything. Like, they just, yeah, Mbappe is crazy. It's crazy how much attention he's gotten because of the World Cup, but before that he was killing it anyway. Now, he's signed through 2022 with PSG, and he is a 150 million euro buy right now. So that's a lot. Now, the French native, he was born in Bondy, France, and again, he's only 19 years of age, so very, very young. I listed at 5'10". Just overall, incredible player. What he's been able to do. I mean, he won the World Cup with them. A big, big, big reason they won the World Cup is Mbappe. But looking at a guy that was part of the FIFA World Cup Dream Team, he won the World Cup Best Young Player award. He was 7th place in the Ballon d'Or award. He was the 2017 Golden Boy, and yeah, he was up there with the recognition. People just didn't know much about him, which I understand, but people know about him now. Now, this year in PSG, this past year, he was able to play 41 games. He subbed 4 games, 17 goals, 16 assists. Overall, he's just getting started. He's only 19 years old, not even 20 yet. He's going to get even better. Yeah. And he's at PSG rocking it right now with Neymar, Cavani. Like, they are all set. And, yeah, Mbappe is going to be a top 10 forward in this list for many years. All right, let's get into it. The 10th best player in the world, soccer-wise, for forward position, Robert Lewandowski, the Polish forward. The 29-year-old has had countless and countless of awards, including scoring a record 13 goals in the European qualifying in 2016, having a record of the single most goals in the qualification period. But he also had, top scorer in his leagues. He's been a part of the Champions Squad of the Year. And, he has 85 million euros to his name, contract to 2021 in Bayern Munich. He was born in Warsaw, Poland. 6 foot, makes him, the ability to become a very, very dangerous threat. And overall, what he's done this past year, 46 games that he started, he subbed in 6 games, 42 goals, 4 assists, total of 46 points. I mean, what else can you say other than that? Robert Lewandowski is dangerous. When you put the ball near his vicinity, he's going to score. Now, I'm ranking him low mainly because I understand it's Poland, and their national team isn't the greatest, but you're in the World Cup, and you are one of the biggest factors and one of the biggest names on the team, and for him to not score a goal in the group stage with Japan and Senegal and all those in their group was upsetting, and it was unfortunate. But because other forwards are very competitive in the world. Some just showed up in the World Cup, some didn't. And Lewandowski, he's a great forward nonetheless, but he didn't really show up in the World Cup. So that's going to hurt him in a way that's going to make him at least number 10. But he could have been higher, but I do believe, where he's standing right now is perfect. Number 9. Number 9 is the Argentinian striker forward Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and a 30-year-old striker that is just relentless. He's not only just really good at scoring, but he's mostly known for his just unbelievable attack, his ability to pass, his ability to just dribble past defenders and try to find the open man, try to just move the ball up more. He's almost like a midfielder forward in a way. But overall, I mean, he's incredible, and he's got a tremendous talent. And he's on 80 million euros. The last time it was updated, 80 million euros, and he is signed through 2020 with Manchester City. He's been a very valuable asset to that team, and honestly, he's been a great sidekick to Leo Messi. That's pretty much what his, honestly, what I've noticed is not many people give him enough credit. A 5'8" forward, him and Messi together, definitely pretty short for a forward duo, but I mean they get the job done. Honestly, Aguero just has to find a way and a knack to get Messi open, and whenever Messi's not on there, it's definitely Aguero. That's a big factor in that Argentinian national team. So definitely does not get looked at as much as he should. And now Aguero in his career, as of so far, has gotten quite a few honors. I mean, he was able to be a World Cup runner-up with Messi in that 2014 era. But if you look at an individual, he was named the FIFA Young Player of the Year. He was part of the Golden Shoe, Golden Ball. He was a part of those. Tremendous awards, right? Hasn't really got much recognition with the Ballon d'Or, but he's still, one of the best. Now Sergio Aguero played 37 games, subbed in for 8, had 33 goals, 7 assists, and honestly, if you want to see more highlights of him, he's actually one of my favorite players, definitely on this list. He just gets it done, and underrated, very underrated. And like I said, Messi gets all the attention, but Aguero needs to have some credit over there, because what he's done with the Argentinian team, I don't think they would have been as powerful if they didn't have guys like Aguero and Di Maria and Higuain, along with Messi. Alright, number 8. We have the 25-year-old striker from England, Harry Kane, which you probably know of. Had a lot of recognition throughout the FIFA World Cup of this year. Actually scored the most goals at 6, but I wouldn't count some of them because some of them were actually penalty kicks. I believe 3 out of the 6 goals were penalty kicks. So in reality, only 3 skillful goals, but at the same time, still goals nonetheless. So he did his thing, and that got him the Golden Boot of this year for the most goals. He was part of the World Cup Dream Team. He was also part of the World 11 lineup, 5th team there in 2017. He was the England Player of the Year. He was also the Premier League Golden Boot twice in a row, and Tottenham Hotspur Player of the Year in 2014, 2015. Overall, though, for the most part of today, no, there's not much that I've seen around from Harry Kane with his accomplishments. But with that said, Harry Kane is signed to Tottenham Hotspur till 2024 with 150 mil over there in his pocket. 25-year-old was born in London, England, so pretty well-known place. And he was a big part of that English attack that got to the semifinals in the World Cup. So you got to give credit where credit's due. He's a big part of it. Now, this past year he played and started 49 games. He subbed 5 times, had 46 goals and 4 assists for a total of 50 points. Again, the fact that he's got 50 points, in pretty much 54 games, 50 points. I mean, impressive. So overall, I mean, he's a scoring machine, and you saw that in the World Cup. He knows how to get there. He knows how to get into the box and try to get some open shots there, and he just flat out just play football. So really, really good player. Harry Kane, definitely one of the best strikers. Just not top 5. I think he still needs some time, and also he just, he was impressive in the World Cup, but not really impressive, if that makes sense. All right, number 7. Number 7, we're going to go to the Belgian Romelu Lukaku. He is of the age of 25 years old. He won't be 26 till next May, so I mean, you're taking a look at a very young striker, fearless and tall, very tall. He's going to dominate it for a long time out there in the Premier League, hopefully, and just be outstanding. He was born in Antwerp, Belgium. He's got Belgium and Congo in him, but he's a Belgian player. Just part of that really great Belgian squad that I really thought was going to win the World Cup. I thought it was going to be between France and Belgium, to be honest. When I saw that it was not going to be, that they were going to have to face each other in the semifinals, like, oh, I think France is going to win it. They're a better team. But Belgium, very, very, they had a great shot at winning, and I think they could possibly have a great shot again the next time that they're in the World Cup in 4 years. But looking at a guy that won the World Cup bronze boot this past year, and he was also able to, be a part of the 4th team in the FIFA Pro World 11 lineup 2017. But the most important is that he led a squad in Belgium that got to the Final Four. And I mean, he's under contract in Manchester United till 2022. He was worth €100 million. Very valuable player. And on top of that, this past year, being able to play in 52 games, subbing in for 11 of them, having 34 goals and 11 assists. I mean, you see, he's a big, skilled guy, and he's dangerous because not only can he score, great dribbler, and he can find his players and teammates in no time because of that height of him just searching the field and being able to know where everyone's at all times. Overall, though, Lukaku, freaking nature, and I do believe he's going to be really good. I think he's going to climb to top 5 if he continues this way. Had a fantastic World Cup, and like I said, I'm just waiting for him to just explode even more to put him in the top 5 eventually. There's just too many good forwards to me. Alright, now for the final person on this video, I have to make a part 2. It's way too long for it to be all top 10. So we're just doing 10 through 6. The last one, number 6, AntoineGriezmann, the French forward. Now, we all know about the other French forward. He's an honorable mention, Mbappe. He is the next best thing. He is going to be very like a superstar, just like Messi and Ronaldo and Neymar and all those of the world, right? Right now, we're focusing on the future, or the present, not the future. Excuse me, sorry. The present. And the present is AntoineGriezmann. AntoineGriezmann is one of the best forwards in the game, and just the way he just dribbles past defenders, he finds people open, and he can find someone else's shot, and he can also find his own shot. And that's what I like a lot about AntoineGriezmann. Now, AntoineGriezmann, 27-year-old, born in Macon, France, a big part of the World Cup winning French team this year. Now he's signed to 2023 to Atletico Madrid, and he's worth $120 million. Euros. Now he was a part of the team that won the UEFA Europa League. He won the Super Cup, and he's also part of the team that won the World Cup. He also got the FIFA World Cup bronze ball and the FIFA World Cup silver boot to go with his awards for this past year. AntoineGriezmann, just fantastic forward that like I said, can create his own shot. He had a great World Cup. He was able to be pretty close to the golden boot area. He had 4 goals, so some of them pretty good goals too. Some a great free kick goal against Uruguay. But anyway, AntoineGriezmann in this year played 51 games. He subbed in for 6, had 31 goals and 14 assists. So, like I said, not just the great at scoring, but people will know that his skills are fantastic. The dribbling's there, and the play recognition, and the fact that he can get his teammates open. So overall, a great center forward that I think personally, will achieve everything. So, yeah, I mean, he's still 27. He's still got a lot of time to go, and I do believe he's gonna, maybe be there in the top 5. It's very hard, but there is a player in the top 5 that I, am kind of on the ropes about.